Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Dorothy who lived on a hideous farm in Kansas with her Aunt Em and her smelly old Uncle Henry. One day, Dorothy ran home from school screaming her head off.
Aunt Em! Miss Gulch hit Toto with a rake, and now she's gonna get the sheriff to take him away, and I just...
Aunt Em slapped her across the face. How? You're hysterical. Go find yourself a place where you won't get into any trouble.
A place where there isn't any trouble. Do you suppose there is such a place, Toto? It's not a place you can get to by a boat or a train. It's far away, behind the moon, beyond the rain.
Somewhere over the rainbow. God, I hate that song. Let's skip to the good part, shall we? Suddenly, Miss Gulch pedaled up to the dreary little farmhouse on her bicycle. Mr. Gale, I want to see you and your wife right away about Dorothy.
Henry, Emily, I had so hoped that the day would not come when I would have to deliver such unhappy news. But indeed I am so shaken by the ferocious attack of your niece's vicious dog that I may never walk again. And so, as an act of public service, I'm taking him to the sheriff and make sure he's destroyed.
That dog's a menace to the community. If you don't hand him over, I'll bring a damage suit that'll take your whole farm. Here's the order allowing me to take him. Unless you want to go against the law. Just put him in this basket so I can have him put to sleep, so he can't attack me again. After all, there's a law protecting folks against dogs that bite. A law! And with that, she slammed the basket shut and sped away on her bicycle. Dorothy cried and cried. Unfortunately, the little rat managed to escape, and Dorothy decided it would be best if she and Toto ran away from home just as a giant twister was drifting towards a ramshackle little farm. Dorothy screamed and screamed for help, but she was miles from where anyone could hear her. Then the great cyclone lifted the tiny house higher and higher into an endless black sky and delivered it to the land of Oz, where it landed with a great thump. When she stepped outside the house, of which there was very nearly nothing left, she found herself in a land that was very beautiful and very colorful, and the brightest color of all was the shiny red color on the shoes of some poor innocent person that her house had killed. And since no one was looking, Dorothy decided to take the shoes for her trouble. This thing just sort of rambles on and on and on. Glinda. And the Munchkins. Aha, the witch! And when the wicked witch saw the ruby slippers on Dorothy's feet, she screamed with rage. No, she was cool as a cucumber. New shoes? Sure are pretty. Pretty enough to kill for. I bet you's just getting ready to go tippy-tapping down the yellow brick road to break 'em in. They all took everything away from me, but not this time. If you were in my neighborhood, lady, I could kick your ass right now. But since Miss Bubble is here, I guess I'll have to wait.
In the meantime, take good care of those little loafers, because I'm gonna be riding your butt all the way to Emerald City just to make sure you don't scuff 'em up, see? So fasten your seatbelt, baby. Hit the road, Jack, before somebody drops a house on you, too.
Well, Dorothy reckoned that she better go back to Kansas. Meanwhile, back at the witch's castle, the witch was consulting with her Minister of Defense, the leader of the Flying Monkeys.
I must get those shoes.
What would you do with the shoes if you had them? Asked the monkey.
Why, if I had those shoes, I would get that little pretty, destroy the Emerald City, and flatten Toto too. Then the wizard I would slaughter, and I'd dry up all the water if I only had the shoes. Oh, I'd threaten and I'd hover, and folks would duck and cover, and mind their P's and Q's. I would do my doom and gloom shtick as I zoom quick on my broomstick if I only had the shoes. Oh, I'd be flying high, my feet a-twinkling red. I would fill the folks in Munchkinland with dread, and then I'd click, and they'd be dead. They'd be dead. Oh, I'd make that girl surrender. To hell is where I'd send her, a victory I could use. I'd be causing lots of trouble, and I'd blow up Glinda's bubble. If I only had the shoes. If I only had the shoes. Oh, yeah. I know just the thing, attractive to the eye, soothing to the smell. Poppies, poppies, sleep, sleep, sleep.
But Glinda was watching over Dorothy and ruined the whole damn spell. As the witch watched in her crystal ball, she began to experience feelings of failure and despair. Feelings that were very familiar to a hard-working witch who had spent her life trying to measure up to her older sister, only to be ignored by her mother and father.
Even my broomstick is a hand-me-down. And I always felt if I could only get my hands on those shoes, that things would somehow be different, that I would be somebody.
It's not that easy being green, having to spend each day the color of the leaves, when I think it might be nicer being yellow or gold or red like those shoes, or something much more colorful like that. It's not easy being green. It seems you blend in with so many other ordinary things, and people tend to pass you over 'cause you're not standing out like flashy sparkles on the water or stars in the sky. But green is the color of spring and money, and green can be cool and friendly like money. And green can be big like an ocean, or important like a mountain, or tall like a tree. When green is all there is to be, it could make you wonder why, but why wonder why? I'm green, and it'll do fine. It's beautiful, and I think it's what I want to be. Green.
that's it. I have the power to change my own destiny. I am strong, I am invincible. I am witch, hear me roar! Curtain up, light the lights. I've got nothing to hit but the heights. It's time I grew up and stopped carrying around grudges that are running my life and making me miserable. Mother and Father, I forgive you. Sister, I forgive you. And Dorothy, you're dead. I forgive you.
And suddenly the witch felt a huge burden being lifted from her shoulders, and the sun shone through her castle windows for the first time in years. And the witch looked down at her feet and found the ruby slippers glistening in the sun. She felt complete and whole for the first time in her life, and decided to pursue her ultimate dream. So she clicked her heels together 3 times and said over and over, "There's no place like Vegas. There's no place like Vegas. There's no place like Vegas!" The Las Vegas Hilton is proud to present the biggest star on the Strip. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a rousing welcome to the Wicked Witch of the West! That old black magic has you in its spell. That old black magic that I weave so well. Those icy fingers up and down your spine. That same old witchcraft when your eyes meet mine. That same old tingle that I feel inside. And when that magic broomstick starts its ride, then darling, down and down you go, round and round you go in a spin, loving the spin we're in, under that old black magic called love. I'm wild again, beguiled again, a simpering, whimpering child again, bewitched, bothered and bewildered am I'm flying. Hey, look at me way up high, and what's more, I'm not even trying, 'cause it's witchcraft, wicked witchcraft. And although I know it's strictly taboo, when you arouse the need in me, my heart says yes indeed in me. I got to be what I gotta be. Whoa, it's such an ancient pitch, but one that you'll never switch, 'cause there's no better witch than me. Bewitched, bothered and bewildered by that old black magic, that old black magic called love. Whoa, it's witchcraft.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I must have been dreaming. I dreamed that a hideous little girl from the Midwest killed my sister and stole her valuable shoes. And all I kept saying to everybody was, I've got to get those shoes. And I got the shoes. But anyway, I'm home at last. Back to what I know and love, being a Keno girl at Bally's.
And if she ever went looking for her heart's desire, she didn't look any further than the Tropicana, because if it isn't there, she never really lost it to begin with. And oh, Auntie M, there's no place like Vegas.